All right, guys, we got Lucas in the chair. This one's gonna be cool because we're actually gonna keep it all scissors, okay? The main thing right now is that I completely forgot to do consultation, so we wet the hair down. But what we're gonna do is, and initially what the problems were was that the top was falling really flat. He actually mentioned it as well. He needed texture. And the reason why is because it was falling in his face. And because he has a triangular face, what ended up happening is it added way more width on top of the fact that he does have a wide jaw. So it wasn't complementing his face shape. So now what we need to do is make sure that we have a lot of texture. We could move around with the hair with something quite short on top while still reducing some of the weight with scissors through the sides with maybe graduation. And then the back, we're gonna keep it maybe somewhat textured, but this whole haircut is gonna be slightly shorter with a lot more movement and texture, which I think is really gonna make the face shape stand out and obviously make sure that it's suitable as well at the same time. So let's get straight to it. First shot, straight from the parietal, bring everything down. Then we go from the apex, we separate that as well. And then we'll come from the front and separate that front as well. We'll stand in front of the head and we'll section this off. Whoa, hold up, pause right there. I know you're into this tutorial and you've probably been taking notes, studying the sectioning, watching the fade placement, but let me ask you something. If you've already watched these tutorials and you've been watching my content and trying to level up, why not just go all in? I've built something for barbers just like you. It's called the Essentials Program. It's a private community packed with weekly coaching calls, advanced tutorials, support from elite barbers, and constant accountability. And get this, it's $80 a month. That's one haircut, 2 at most. You probably spent more last week on Uber Eats anyways. This is for barbers who are done with staying stuck, who want to improve their fades, their sectioning, their scissor work, their styling, and even how to post content to book clients. And I'm gonna keep it real. If it doesn't blow your mind, you tell me. I'll send you that $80 back. No catch. But if you're serious about becoming the go-to name in your city, then you belong in there. Click the link in the description, join the Essentials Program, and I'll see you on the inside. Now, let's get back to the cut. Okay, so the first step, guys, is we want to add texture. So I'm going to take a vertical line. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this slightly square. So I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to come from here. Okay. And I'm just going to add texture. Okay, we got about 3 more sections to go. Okay guys, so now we're gonna graduate. I'm gonna take it shorter through the sideburn area. There we go. Bring that down, perfect. And we're gonna move on all the way throughout. So we're gonna work with a lot more elevation in here. And the reason behind this is because I actually don't wanna build a lot of weight through that parietal. And the reason behind that is because I want something that's flatter throughout the shape, okay? Now, why I'm going underhand is because I could control that a lot easier for myself. But if you feel like you can't and you don't know how to do a lot of layers through underhand, that means like almost cutting this like you would typically like with graduation, then I would just recommend that you cut this vertically, okay? So I know exactly how to elevate the hair, so I know exactly how to remove weight. And so this is one way of showing you guys how to do that process rather than just doing it vertically. Okay, look at this. I look at the roots, guidelines in here, make that decision. Okay, beautiful. There we go. Okay, we added that texture. We have beautiful movement now. And the next step is just doing the top. So we're gonna do the other side before we move on to the top, but so far I'm very happy on how this is all sitting. Okay, at this point now, we're just gonna round off the crown. Again, I don't wanna use the guideline from the back because the truth is the crown reacts very differently from the back. Okay, so we don't wanna fully connect this. All right, so what do? Look at that. Added texture without having too much of a lift where you guys are gonna have like that that area where it sticks out, right? We still have that perfect amount of length and weight where the hair just falls naturally flat, okay? So this is how it's gonna end up moving naturally anyways, but the goal here now is to make sure that the front has a lot of texture, okay? So we're gonna come from the front and we're gonna separate that front panel. And we're just gonna add a lot of texture now. So I'm gonna pick this up. All right guys, so this is my final look on Lucas, and as you guys noticed, beautiful haircut. We have all that beautiful texture in the front. You still have a bit of that length through the sides and back. This is gonna be super easy for him to style. And if we look at the face shape, look how much it's opened this up. Okay, so we really see the jawline now stand out. You see that beautiful texture on top that he could play with. It's just gonna be a lot easier for him to manage, but further than that, it's not gonna take that much time, and it's extremely suitable, and it really works with his face shape. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.